moments over the years. Ranked matchups, massive upsets, even a fight or two. It's a rivalry game that has defined both of these programs for generations. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throws to the wideout. This time on target. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. This is a designed run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. The trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state, and bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The quick out. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Pope. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
The Tigers are on the move. Lost a throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Got him downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. They'll go to the toss. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
One thing I love about this linebacker, guys, he's really good against the run, but he's also nice in coverage, too. That time, a cover 2 look by the defense, so he's just playing in space. He's watching the quarterback's eyes. He's able to jump the route and come away with a turnover.
Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of got its ebbs and flows a little bit back and forth. Some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Back to pass, it's Pope. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, the huge opportunity. He throws the deep ball down the field right in the breadbasket, and he drops it. There's no coming back from that one. There's nothing nice to say. Just refire, play the next play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. He's not afraid to go deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was in that last one.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Handoff to the lone back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. They're trying to seal the edge off right tackle. Got enough for the first. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
He wants to change this route. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Complete downfield. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
Moves away as he feels pressure. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had 2 guys near that ball.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Slings it downfield. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offensive play caller, too. He's not just playing it safe, get a few yards, center the ball, help our field goal kicker out. He's trying to move the sticks through the passing attack. Quarterback makes a nice throw, and now it's 1st and goal.
They'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. And down he goes back at the 3.
When I get inside the 3 on 1st and goal, I want to be aggressive with the run. I want to be a physical. I want to be the more dominant team. You might know it's coming, but I'm still going to bring it. They tried to go with the changeup. They tried to throw the football very unsuccessfully. Nice job by the defense being ready for everything, even though they're inside.
Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Quarterback never saw his guy early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me. But by that time, the defense had already figured out where he was, and because of the late throw, they're able to come up with the interception.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time. He's taking the shot. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Great place to start for this offense. Might be calling a hot route. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
To the air on 2nd down. Light is back in the middle. And they swarm him under.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on 4th. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And that is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air, it's Pope. Makes the catch. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Showing the arm strength to the left. Wide open, he makes the catch. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Gets rid of it. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, South Carolina. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Back to throw, it's Pope. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before they leave.
Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Right on target this time. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Throws toward the end zone. And it's his 4th interception of the game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. On the move, he fires. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The offense changing the play. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Caught over the middle. It's Hayes. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Second down coming up. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Going to the running game. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Clemson, 0. The Gamecocks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Pope. Flips it out in the flat. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Handoff to the lone back. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Going for the big play. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Looking for a man. It's Pope. Going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Tigers. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Oklahoma State stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Stillwater. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. I just can't do it better.
Might be changing the route. They'll try to get it through the air. Spits it out to the back. It's caught. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
From the gun, the ground game. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock. Hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Jackrabbit! Hornet! Hornet!
Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Hayes. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go to the air on second and short. Makes the grab on the back. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you know, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. South Carolina starting to feel a little cocky, and why not as they stretch the lead on Clemson.
They're cocky, and they should be the way they're dominating this game on both sides of the ball. They are bringing it to Clemson.
And South Carolina's fan base is one of the best in the country, and they are jacked out of their mind right now to be putting it on their in-state rival.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Pope. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this.
He's going to throw deep right side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Good enough for a first down.
That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off play action on first down. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Quickly complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I think that's an example there on the out route. Receiver just has to know where the first down marker is. You got to stretch the depth of your route a little bit longer to make sure that once you catch it and you go out of bounds, you've already...
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tiger.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner goes down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out more space.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Flips it out to the back. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Swings it out to his running back. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Off the RPO, complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's. It's a seam wide open. The 30, the 20, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Alabama has just had no answer to this hellacious beatdown they're taking today. I mean, when's the last time this happened to this program? They're trailing by 37 to Auburn. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass. Throwing right. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Now adjusting. He throws back across and into the defense. A dangerous play. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. The give and tick, 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 tick. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
They'll give it to him again, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Dances away. Unleashes one. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? And the Gamecocks started this drive back up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physicals.
Touchdown, South Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Pope. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some 1st downs and march down the field.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams, Bryce, alive on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Traore. Lowers those pads. There he goes. The 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Ready to try the point after. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. position to start this drive at their own 47. They want that clock to run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. There he goes! What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Anytime South Carolina takes down Clemson, as it just did in this rivalry game, you can expect them to get a little bit cocky, and they deserve it. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.